Hello everyone, I'm Jay Gombach from Porsche Center Calgary, and I am in our virtual showroom. Thank you for joining me. I hope everyone is healthy and safe and enjoying life to the fullest. With me today is an excellent example of a sports car. It is our 2020 911 C4S, which is the all-wheel drive variant, and the S model, which does give us a bump in performance and horsepower. This particular car does have the twin-turbo 3-liter flat six, producing 443 horsepower, a lot of get up and go. For 2020 models or the 992 variant, we now have a 8-speed version of our famous PDK transmission. I think it's outstanding. I definitely think if you haven't had the chance to drive the newest generation of the 911 and are familiar with some of the past, it's definitely worth coming down and taking a test drive. So let's talk about this car right here in detail a little bit. First and foremost, it is the agate gray metallic color. One of the most underrated colors, if you ask me. I think it's fantastic, it's sporty, it's classy, kind of does everything you want to do. The interior is our black with the leather package, which is a nice touch, going to give you a little more creature comforts and soft touch across the dash and some other areas there. For wheels, we have the 20 and 21 inch now for the 2020 models. Carrera S wheel, fantastic wheel, looks great on this car. A few more things we can talk about on this car in particular. We've outfitted it with a couple of packages. Those packages bundle a few things that you'd probably want. The first one is the premium package. That's going to give us our upgraded headlights, the Porsche Dynamic Lighting System Plus. Those are active headlights, very bright, just excellent visibility and look great. Even the daytime runners look fantastic. You can notice a Porsche behind you now with those quad headlights. We get the Bose stereo, that is excellent to have, great sound quality, kind of a must-have. Included in that package, we get the lane change assist or our blind spot warning system, which is great to have. The seats are standard with heat, but with this package, we also added the ventilation as well. And then you get the auto dimming and mechanical folding mirrors in that package. So again, just a bunch of the things you probably want or need anyway. Speaking of the seats, we did the 4-way power seat here. That's kind of our sportiest seat. Very simple, but very accommodating. Yeah, I'd like to show it in person. It's hard to even see in the photographs how that works, but a bit of it is manual, just helps get in and out a little bit easier. The other package that we opted to order this car with is our sport package. That's going to give you a few sporty things. First and foremost, it's going to give you Sport Chrono. If you're familiar with the brand, typically you'll see a little dial on the steering wheel on the new models, and that allows you to quickly cycle through the various modes, which are going to be your standard, sport, and your Sport Plus model. That is fantastic. Along with that, in Sport Plus mode, it gives you the ability to activate launch control. I've done it a few times in the 4S variant of this car, and it's surprisingly good. As you may know, Porsche tends to underrate their 0 to 60 times and things like that, and you definitely feel the difference in this car. We also give you the sport exhaust in that sport package, which is fantastic. I think the car sounds much better than it has in previous years. That's my personal opinion, more so than the last generation, but you can be the judge of that. When you get that sport exhaust, it also kind of changes the location and style of the exhaust as well. Nice to kind of see the difference in person. If you're considering building one of your own, definitely something you should consider if more of the rear aesthetics are important to you. But for me, it's worth it for the sound completely. Last thing that we get with that sport package is the PASM, or Porsche Active Stability Management System. which is an upgrade over the standard one, and it does lower the car by about 10 millimeters. Just going to get that center of gravity even lower, and going to attack the corners very well. One thing that we equipped on this car, which I think can come in handy in our city for sure, is the front axle lift system. It does exactly what it sounds like. There's a feature inside if you have a steep parkade downtown or going into your office or anything like that. Speed bumps, you can actually raise the front end a few extra inches there, and it'll help for ground clearance. Definitely a good thing to package with that sport package because it does sit a little bit lower than the standard model as well. This car is outfitted with our park assist feature, including the surround view camera. Again, excellent for tight parkades. If you have children that might leave things around in the garage or in your way, it allows you to see things that you can't typically see from a reverse camera or out your window or mirrors. Definitely nice to have. Another feature which is fantastic, especially if you live slightly out of town or anything like that, or do a lot of road tripping in this vehicle, is the night vision assist. I had a chance to play with that myself just south of town, and it works extremely well. I saw birds in a tree and I could hardly see the tree. It really illuminates the wildlife and any pedestrians and anything like that. And that is in the gauge cluster. You can select that by scrolling through. Very nice to have. Nice little touch inside. On the seats, we did put the Porsche crest logo. That is an option. I think it's almost a must-have. It just looks great on the leather seats there. And that's about it. Overall, again, just a perfect example of a great daily driver / sports car. Really like the color. Come down, take a look in person. It's Jay Gombach. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day.